for the nigga who pulled his pistol on my homie. And I for an eye, so now your life is what you owe me. Look deep into the eyes of your motherfucking killer. I want you to witness your motherfucking murder, nigga. And since you wants to kill, then your ass has got to fry. But ain't no police, therefore your ass has got to die. We play the game for keeps, and if you slept, I guess you sleep. You shouting up fucking, now your ass is 6 feet deep. Cause where I come from, yo, everybody's got a cat. And niggas try your ass just to see where you got your heart. And if your shit is flimsy, then your ass is gonna be in. And like I said before, there'll be no tears in the end. I'm rolling through your hood and now my heart is filled with anger. You at your sister's house and now your sister's life's in danger. With the ganger, niggas wanna bang ya and hang ya, stand ya with one up in the chain. Let's take a trip up our way so you can see how many niggas in my hood is down to tie today. We're standing up for our own shit, and if you outside the clique, then you die, bitch. It ain't no love in this motherfucker. It ain't no love for yourself or your other brother. Because we real with this shit, so we stay true. And since we bang, then we do what OG say do. I've got the mind of the man in the mirror, so I'm looking at me vaguely, but I can't see nothing fake me. I got my pistol pawn cocked, ready to lick shots non-stop until I see your monkey ass drop. And let your homies know who right. Cause when it comes to this gangster shit, you motherfuckers know who really. So when you put this motherfucker to the test, you gotta realize something, nigga. You fucking with some hairy bitch. I've got this killer up inside of me. I can't talk to my mother, so I talk to my diary. I'm going off on the deep end. I find myself face to face with myself while I'm sleeping. I see your picture in my head and my hand shake. You can run, you can hide, but there's no escape. My inner feelings show no mercy on my enemy. I got to get this motherfucker before he gets to me. So in your own blood you pay. And I'ma stop until I put this motherfucker in his fucking grave. And I can say this once again. You can cry, but you'll still die. There'll be no tears in the end.
G Frank, what's up? Romeo made out. Say you been chilling, man, huh? Yeah, I've been kind of putting it off for a little bit, man, because, you know, I've been, you know, touching bases on things, man. You know, I don't fuck with funerals, but, you know, I got homeboys that's kind of tight, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, got a lot of homeboys that's tight, but, you know, I got some tighter than others, you know. You know, man, you know, they've been checking out around here, you know, for sure. Yeah, what it do, Romeo made out, what's up, Man, I'm just taking it one day at a time, ain't making no noise, you know. Been looking for to get my reaction, you know what I'm saying, because I was gonna come back about a week. You know, that same motherfucking week, you know, come back, you know, after I done that last video, because I know I probably ruffled some motherfucking feathers, you know what I'm saying, so I had to come back like a twin pack, you know what I'm saying, for those who got misconstrued or got misunderstood about what I was saying. I was just giving my opinion, you know what I'm saying, what I see, you did. I ain't the type of nigga to talk behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, then goddamn it, fine, if you walk up, then act like I don't know what's up, you know what I'm saying, keep the conversation going, you know, but, it's nothing, you know what I'm saying, Files, man, to be goddamn it mad of, because you put yourself on the spot, then, you know, that's where, you know what I'm saying, Files, man, you get, you know, critique, man, you know, so it's nothing, you know, I mean, shit, me, myself, man, if you keeping it real, man, and you talk some real shit, then there's no need for a person to kind of like get upset about anything, you know what I'm saying? You know, about the players' ball, or whatever the case may be, whatever they want to call it, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't a part of it, you know what I'm saying? I have been to the parties, man. Y'all see the videos, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't, you know, or haven't seen it, I can direct you to it where I put videos and bits and pieces. I've done documentaries, everything, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much on the 2008. But what I'm trying to say is, man, everybody want to be seen. You know, it's a time and a place, man. You know what I'm saying? Files as grown men, man. You know, the grown men, I kind of looked up to, you know, I really not looked up to, but kind of look at, you know what I'm saying? What's up in, you know, right now, they probably about 85, 90. 85, 90, or something like that. You know, some did, you know. A lot of them ain't around no more, you know. Um, they don't glorify this shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, because man, if you land there, you know what you used to do, but then why try to dig the dirt up, goddamn it, files, man, 40 years later and talking about this is me, and which goddamn it, you didn't keep it going like that. You know what I'm saying? You was incognito and on a whole nother motherfucking level, man, you know. But I just want to show you, know what I'm saying, Files, how niggas just got it fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? You got this one nigga Goldie talking about he don't want the motherfucking woman, he want to own the motherfucker. Where they do that shit at? You know? I know they do it in other countries, but goddamn, this nigga want to own the motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Like cattle. You did. So whoever come in the room, I probably can't see him, man. You know how this shit stop. You know how this shit go, man. You know what I'm saying? Five these people, we got them to put me on pause, man. So whoever just came in the room, I can see the numbers, but what's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. You know. Yeah, I'd like to give out a shout out, goddamn it, to my man, you know, Romeo Madoff, you know what I'm saying? Gordon Franks, you know what I'm saying? The superb one, you dig? Famous Dex, you know what I'm saying? Carolina Black, you know, man, Christopher Mudd, you did, Big Will, you know what I'm saying? Um, man, extraordinary, you know. I mean, it's a whole bunch of, you know, fellas, man, you know what I'm saying, that I can collaborate with, man, you know, that's out there, man. But, you know, hey, man, what's up to everybody? That's Cheryl out there in Brooklyn. What's up, Cheryl? I see you and broke your leg, you know. I mean, what's going on? I see the pictures, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I shout at you later on that. Um, yeah, man, let me lay here and show you what this nigga talking about, man. You know, I don't get it. Mhm.
She had a boyfriend, but she still gave me her Instagram, and you was talking about how like you might have a bra, but you don't own a bra.
A lot of dudes, man, they have a woman, but they don't own her.
Right,
They don't know the
exactly.
difference, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these dudes just have a woman, but you don't own your woman. What does that mean? That means you just have somebody next to you. You don't have a woman that really deal with you, and you don't have rules and regulations in your household. You don't have a program. You don't have a woman that holds you in high esteem.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
just next to you,
Yeah.
and you just next to her.
Yeah.
It's a big
And
difference.
she don't respect you.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
If I can't own her, I don't want her.
Yeah.
My only objective should be to own a woman. Now, you may have a woman around that you kind of dealing with, but you can't give her that position when you own a woman. When you own a woman, it's different. She knows protocols. She knows how to conduct herself when she out. She's not going to embarrass you. She's not going to do anything to make you look bad
Right.
because you really own her. That's really yours.
Right.
So the only objective should be is getting a woman that's really yours like that. If she ain't yours like that, man, it's really not much you should be doing with her.
Exactly. And she had a boyfriend, but she still gave me her Instagram, and you was talking about how like you.
Wow, that's kind of offsetting, man. You know what I'm saying? Offsetting, not upsetting, but offsetting. You know what I'm saying? Where it don't sit right. You know, I don't know if he just really kind of like mean that shit, but I think he really mean that shit. You know, yeah, G Frank, you the last one I seen, but you know, like I said, you know, whoever came in the room, what's up, what's up? You know, I can't see it because they be pausing me and shit. You know, and then sometimes, like I said, okay, superb, okay. Uh, if she's standing outside, does that makes her outstanding? Um, you keep saying, you know, okay. Um, who is that? What's the name? Kings, whatever, with Kynes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know why I say that, man? Is because I know some motherfuckers be back there on the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, 10-yard line, right? So therefore, you know, it's like I have to kind of like, man, you know what I'm saying, keep you motherfuckers abreast, you know what I'm saying, and bring niggas like you up to par, you know? So with that being said, goddamn it, Files, you urban, you so motherfucking urban, this so motherfucking disturbing to where as if that's all the dialogue I probably can give you. You know what I'm saying? In which if you was more, you know what I'm saying, broad-minded, then therefore I can kind of like feed it to you in a different level, you know what I'm saying? But those who know, those who got them in Files, you know, associate with me, they know how it go, you know, they know how the flow go. You did? But at the same token, where you from though? What's your name? Kings, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But hey, stick around. Maybe you'll learn something. You know what I'm saying, Files? Because it seems like you one of these motherfuckers that kiss ass and all that shit. Me, myself, I'm on a whole nother motherfucking level. Add a Q&A sticker. Sounds good. So anyhow, you did. So that's why I kind of like make my approach in certain kind of like ways and certain, you know what I'm saying, 5 steps, because it's motherfuckers like you that don't understand. So I kind of like get it. You did. Just like you go to that nigga Dre when he keep telling you motherfuckers, right, right. But goddamn it, he ain't saying left. He just keeps saying right. So everybody had a way as far as, you know what I'm saying, revealing certain things when it come down to, you know what I'm saying, people that really have a minute understanding about things. So, you got to make sure that you just got something for a little bit of everybody. But then, all in all, you got to have a one size fit all. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you fall under that motherfucking category. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, another thing I just want to stress, you did. I may hear goddamn it ruffle some motherfucking feathers about this player's ball shit, whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? He did, and sometimes people don't understand files unsubscribing. Really, you know what I'm saying? Files don't mean nothing to me, Jack. You did. It's the views. Really, it's not about goddamn it how many subscribers you got. Carolina Black, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, y'all couldn't see who came in the room, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shahid, what's up? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because they paused me, so I had to keep up with it. What's up, Black? What's up? Hey, um, anyhow, you know what I'm saying? So, I kind of like start off with this nigga Goldie, so, pretty much I'm going to kind of run it right back,
You might have a bra, but
I'm
you
going to kind of
don't
run it
own
right
a
back.
bra.
You know what I'm saying?
She had a boyfriend, but she still gave me her Instagram, and you was talking about how like you might have a bra, but you don't own a bra.
They have a woman, but they don't own a bra. It's a difference, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these dudes just have a woman, but you don't own your woman. What does that mean? That means you just have somebody next to you. You don't have a woman that really deal with you, and you don't have rules and regulations in your household. You don't have a program. You don't have a woman that holds you in high esteem.
Yeah.
She's just next to you, and you just next to her. It's a big
And
difference.
she don't respect you.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
If I can't own her, I don't want her.
Yeah.
My only objective should be to own a woman. Now, you may have a woman around that you kind of dealing with, but you can't give her that position when you own a woman. When you own a woman, it's different. She knows protocol. She knows how to conduct herself when she out. She's not going to embarrass you. She's not going to do anything to make you look bad because you really own her. That's really yours.
Right.
So the only objective should be is getting a woman that's really yours like that. If she ain't yours like that, man, it's really not much you should be doing with.
Exactly. And she had a boyfriend, but she still gave me her Instagram, and you was talking about how like.
So that's where we at. Now, he want to own the chick. Even though if you answer out her mouth, could you own her? That don't mean you own her. I don't mean he getting too cocky, being for his motherfucking britches. You know what I'm saying? To where as if he failed to realize that, man, you cannot own no motherfucking human being. You don't even own your own kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though you had them. But at the same token, when you say you own them, and then what is the criteria, that you can classify that you own them? What is the, what I'm saying, far as the standards to where as if, you really kind of like know that you got a stamp of approval to saying that you own them. Own them in what way? What they have to do, to prove to you that, you have ownership. You know what I'm saying? It's no documentation. So that's where we at on that, pretty much. Fragile masculinity. hey, fragile masculinity. For one of them guys, what his name? What his name? It will start with a K. Kanye, whatever. Kind of school him on what fragile masculinity is. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. It mean, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? pretty much, you know what I'm saying? You kind of less than the man that you is, you know what I'm saying? You know, you kind of weak, you know what I'm saying, as of a man, you know, pretty much. I can go and give you many more definitions, but then if I, you know, it's one of those motherfuckers that can't understand, or, you know, his comprehension level is kind of like at zero. So therefore, you know, I gotta kind of like, you know, pull him up a little bit, you know, as we go. You know what I'm saying? Because he right now is on the 10-yard line, so he should be on the 15-yard line while we on the motherfucking 30, you know, for sure. Yeah. So I ain't the type of nigga, motherfucking get on here, goddamn it, files, man. You know, you can get your opinion, motherfucking question, motherfucker say whatever, long as you keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, I ain't the type of motherfucker gonna kick a nigga out the room, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I know sometimes people send other people over here just to kind of, you know, view and evaluate me, whatever, you know, and be able to ask simplistic ass motherfucking questions that they should already kind of know the answer to. You did? So with that being said, like I said, keep it moving. So the party was, you know, to me, you did what I'm saying, it was like, you know, it's a lot of characters, animated, motherfuckers, animated characters. Motherfuckers want to be seen, be heard, be known, you know, in which all you have to do is just be yourself. You ain't got to say nothing. You did pretty much, and you're going to be recognized if you be recognized. If you don't, nigga, so be it, because, you know who you is, right? So, I mean, so I figured I was going to come back soon, but I kind of put it off because I know people really couldn't understand the fact files. They, you know, where I couldn't kind of like sew in to this motherfucking playerism. You did? I ain't none of that shit. That's nigga shit. That's nigga shit. You don't hear no hunkies or no other motherfuckers talking about game is to be sold, not to be told. If they sell some game to you, they not going to even mention it out their mouth or say anything like that, you know? They're going to bring you a script and bring you a script that sounds so good, you know what I'm saying, and believable. And then that's when they're going to come, goddamn it, files with the money after they show you something that's believable that worked it. So that's how they go, you know what I'm saying? The overlay for the underplay. You did. So, anyhow, let me keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Dre. Now Dre got a new piece to his crew, right? He got a new piece. He got a new bra. She look like she kind of one of them immigrants. You know, they just fixed up, got her nails done, got her hair done. But believe me, she not gonna be around that long. Trust me. You know, you can see through her. Look like she gonna run. She gonna run pretty much. But this is. First of all, I want to show you him. Why he act like this here?
You gonna feel small. Yeah, we got what you got about knowing about these females, but we got a whole bunch more. A whole bunch more that you don't got a point of reference to, little fella. Little fella. You dig? Yes, sir. So that's what I was telling Nia today, right? How I'm gonna have her be up around me, my wife, and her not be a giant. It's unacceptable. Cats that know me is expecting a giant around me. And that's why I told her, if that thing right there offsets you, it's so disappointing because I've had women that conquered it. And how could it be you so close to me and it offsets you? Come on now. I said, Doug dealt with that for years. I said, but now you're here. Now you're here, right? You don't think she got to deal with that? Yeah, she better conquer it flawlessly. And she is flawlessly. No hint of going backwards. No hint of being affected. Have as much sex as you want. I'm not here just to be a sex buddy. We're here to accomplish the things of the Most High God. Let's elevate this thing. Been there where you at. Unaffected. I'm talking the real. That's what I expect. I need a giant like me. I need a giant like me. All praises to the Most High God. Don't minimize me to your sex buddy. Yeah, I'm way bigger than that. Man, you gonna feel...
Now, does it take all that? What makes a person, you know, to you know, excel to that point to where as if he go to that extreme and be screaming and all that old shit? You know, what makes a person to where as if you know, scale to that point to where as if the volume of his, you know, conversation is kind of like, you know, you don't know if it's violent or intimidating, whatever. So the girls that he around, probably intimidated. So with that being said, it's like, man, I understand that he had got a kidney from his girl, but do the DNA kind of like affect the way he affect his ability, the way he kind of like perform, in his speech, because he's doing all that screaming and hollering and all that there. I mean, it doesn't take all that to get your point across. If you're gonna talk, nigga, talk. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, man, that you like face to face with somebody, but pretty much if you was then therefore that shouldn't even cause for all that. The way if you have to increase your volume of your words and you know what I'm saying, and just try to get it across. I mean, some people looking at you like, damn, what's up with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's screaming like a demon, you know. Yeah, hey, dog, Turles, yes, straight up. hmm That's some feminine shit to me. To me, you know, he got a new chick, right? Like I say, it look like goddamn it, Files. He brought a new chick to the table. It look like she an immigrant because she kind of timid and shit. She don't really know how to say. He tried to coach her, and you can tell you can coach her because she's saying the same thing he's saying. She's saying right. Yeah, right. She's saying shit. Let me show you what she look like. What she look like right about now.
Okay, Victoria, can you give me my phone? Yeah. Thank you, baby. I was debating on whether I was going to share what I got this morning from the Most High, and I got the confirmation that I should share it because D wanted to start the class, but he's going to be a little late, so that lets me know that I'm supposed to share it. So,
Damn, look at that suit. Y'all jacked up and shit, nigga.
the Lord has showed me something in a dream, and he spoke to me about something that I'm going to share with you guys. And this is when I was in Las Vegas in the game.
Oh shit, that in the game
And
shit.
this is
Niggas
when I had caught the
that
case.
Shit in the game shit.
Right?
Nigga, this ain't
There
nothing
was
but a
a
motherfucking
vice
game,
officer who was, everybody knows him. His name is called.
When life
That's his new chick.
and situations come about, it's knowing that it's just like you were saying that the Most High is control in what He allows, right? So we don't go through.
Okay,
That's her. But let me show you again. But yeah, he showed goddamn it gotta.
So
He sure got it, you know what I'm saying? If I was saying right, so to make sure, goddamn it,
with that, it was
she can't
like,
mess up.
with
Yeah.
everything that we so, and with that, it was like with everything that we know, right? Given the authority and everything, it was like what the Holy Ghost was giving me is that, what I feel is so powerful and having the confidence knowing that we, the remnant, is the closest that the world would ever get to God. With Him being in us, right?
Brainwash.
Like, to know that we
Look at
are the
his-
closest
Look at
that people would ever get to God. Unless it's like people, they could be as close as they think they could be to the information, but if you do not have the information, if you don't have the Most High, you don't have that, right? And that's just right. So just think about that. Like, I'm the closest you will ever get to God, and people be thinking that they have Him. People be thinking that they praying and all type of stuff, but they don't have that living God that we have, He got an immigrant. He cleaned her up.
So that's his new chick. He add to the family, right? You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like that he got her and they fixed up, got her nails done, got her hair done. You know, try to coach her and school her to where if she get in front of the public, she'll know how to, you know, be effective and be able to kind of like, you know, absorb. You know what I'm saying? As you know, being in front of the camera and not be shy, whatever the case may be. But you know, in partial of his video, I seen that she you know, well introduced to his girl where she kind of helped him out in the bedroom, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because he said in one of his videos that man, she man, bringing something to the table. Yeah, G Franks. Hey, they trying to mix the game. Trying to mix the game and mix God, you know, pretty much, man. You know, but this is how these cults, you know, come about. You know, that's the product of man who created. They said in his mind, oh, this now. Hey, you're absolutely right, man. Um, that's how these cults get started. You know, that's how they get accumulated. Cause he got about 10, 15 guys, you know, I'm talking about right behind him. And they talking about this remnant shit. And, man, you know, I mean, I don't get it. I don't know what type of, swingers these motherfuckers is, you know? These motherfuckers are like, man, I'm telling you,
So,
they definitely, they definitely caught up, you know. Uh, so let me show you. Let me get to these other niggas.
You understand me? And I really, really been in the game season, you understand, for like 50 years, you understand? I go way back. You know, I was around when God was here. You know who God was? Yeah. So I go get Seymour and all the rest. Oh, yeah, let me how was the game back in the day when you first started compared to now? Hey, man, it was so pure, man. You understand? The game was so pure, man. You catch your own accident, and they know how it go. It wasn't no money, let's make a deal or anything like that there. It was real. That's my own. Stick your hand out. Reach for it, baby. Reach for it. Hey, reach for it. Can't be fashion. Always putting that big apple and shit, Jack. Y'all know I got the East Coast on the block and shit. Fashion the main attraction. That sidewalk Romeo. Big Steve OCD is a money making hole. A fancy car, fucking crib, most diamond rings and gold. And most of all is Chucky Bank Pro. Magic Wand understudy, man. I'm living in California, holding it down. Up in Hollywood, man. I'm World Tokyo Roadie Mac, man. I do it from Japan to Thailand where they fly to him for Mac, man. You dig? Church. What was your first player's ball? First player ball, man. Golly, I'm thinking about Detroit, Michigan, man. Let's do it right now. Birthday. It's the players ball. Chicago. Don't know what it is, man. We in the building, baby. That's the only way you gonna get in the action. You ain't here, you ain't a fool, you a damn fool, man. R.I.P. Kenny Red, man, because he would have loved to be here, man. I feel like he here in spirit. I can feel him, man, sitting here blowing through the AC system. Because he cold, Jack. Hey. They up in this motherfucker tripping. I'm about to go back to my table, go get me a drink, man. Hey, man, I love you. Hey, man, Bishop, love you. Quarter Mac, love you, man. I love all y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. We are on this motherfucker. He said make a hole. I thought he said make a hole. I can do that for sure. 100 out there Milwaukee making Kansas City look good as well. You dig what I'm saying? Everywhere like the air though, man. We in Chicago doing it one last time, the fast time, in the right way, in the right place, on the right day. Shout out to Bishop, man. Shout out to the church. On the move, man. In the groove, man. Stop playing.
Shout out to the Bishop for the 50th player ball, man. Happy birthday, Bishop. You know what I'm saying? 7 for the feet, not for the free. With me, you know what I'm saying? We out here from Chicago for the player ball, getting right, you know what I'm saying? Getting tight. You know, holla at me. 7 for the feet, man.
Hey, OG Cadillac, co-producer of the original OGs in the house with the OG Mr. Rick, with the OGs and the show for the Bishop Don Magic Wand. We came to represent, you know what I'm saying, for the birthday players ball celebration live in Chicago.
Now, I kind of like, you know, I would say he the new Jim Jones made off. You're right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely got influence over them people, you know. but some of them goddamn are gonna wake up in a short period of time in the New York Minute. Now, yeah, the first guy, the dark skinned guy, saying he been in the game 50 years. You know what I'm saying? They call him Johnny Dollar, whatever. You know, he not from Chicago. He be in Chicago, but yet, you know, he stay in Minnesota. He the one come up with the get the girl that like you, but he didn't come up with it. He just adapted that. You know what I'm saying? Files from the elder. You know what I'm saying? Chairman of the board. He adopted that. You know what I'm saying? He put it out there, and Goldie kind of picked it up, right? Now, everybody, you know, that get in front of the camera, they want to say something kind of like slick, you know, as well as, you know, say something that's kind of, you know, catchy, right? But they really, you know, really ain't saying nothing. That shit there, what they saying, really, I mean, I guess they want to be in front of the motherfucking camera. Mike B, what's going on? To be in front of the camera, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, man, that's, I mean, in other words, I mean, you're not on primetime motherfucking live, you know what I'm saying? You're not on NBC, you're not on CBS, you're not on goddamn it Files, man, you know, none of the major networks, you know? So, I mean, you see, it wasn't none of the major networks there, wasn't no Channel 2 News, wasn't nobody, because they already know that's just a regular party, you know? I mean, pretty much. Now, if it was something really, really explosive, I'm quite sure they would have dived in and got them in Files, man, and broadcast that motherfucker worldwide, you know? So, everybody want to be somebody. Whether they wear the funny looking clothes, the funny looking hats, and say something, you know what I'm saying, that sound kind of like Debonair, you did. You know, like he said, he been in the game 50 years. If you've been in the game 50 years, I mean, shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, to me, I know he just talking because, like I said, I never knew him, you know, up until later on I met him. But Johnny Dollar, he just, I don't know where he get that name and want to be kind of like famous, you know. So a lot of cats that come to these parties, you know, and they kind of glorify this shit like this the shit. I mean, and I look at dudes that be talking about they OGs and shit. If you OG, then you should be able to lay their files and y'all get together and put y'all heads together and come up with a plan to where if go in these neighborhoods, you know, that have these foreigners that's selling these vapes and shit in at the gas station that's taking the money up out the hood. Y'all go in these motherfucking neighborhoods. Y'all would lay their files and make them contribute, you know what I'm saying, files money every week, at least $100 a week, you know what I'm saying, in every neighborhood from east side of town, you know, and therefore y'all be able to throw a picnic or back to school, you know what I'm saying, giveaway for the kids every year with the money you accumulate with files, what they, you know, donate every year. So apparently, you know what I'm saying, files, you niggas ain't really no OGs. Well, old guys, them old guys, right? But because ain't no gangsters, because real gangsters will lay their files, man, and make them pay like they weigh. You think Al Capone got them files where let somebody be in this neighborhood and he not paying? He just don't go to only his neighborhood. He went to every other all neighborhoods. You did. You know, you think John Gotti just let motherfuckers just, you know what I'm saying, take money out the neighborhood and not contribute? So by these dudes talking about they OGs, original gangsters, all that there, it's only one real gangster that I knew and he dead. His name Fluky, you know, Fluky Stokes, yeah, he gave to the neighborhoods, he paid people rents, you know what I'm saying, files, he got them in files, used to pay for everybody breakfast. He used to do a whole lot instead of just giving away some goddamn turkeys, you know. So with that being said, I'm just saying, man, you know, you motherfucker can't get mad at me, prove me wrong. All I'm just saying is like, why you dudes just, you know, I'm talking about, look at me, look how I dress, and look, you know, that shit don't mean nothing. All that, I used to be a gang chief, I used to be this, I used to be that, you know what I'm saying? Be able to, all y'all get together and go to these juveniles, go to these prisons and talk to these kids, you know what I'm saying? Get together and, you know, as a group, and all y'all can tell something different to try to save some of these kids that's getting out in the future, you know what I'm saying? That's got time to get out, that ain't got life, you know what I'm saying? That you can be able to been around professionally since Vietnam, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, A lot of them people couldn't handle Vietnam, AG Frank. Them motherfuckers, man, I'm telling you, man, when dudes came home from Nam, man, I was a shouty, man. These motherfuckers walking around in a uniform, man. These motherfuckers walking around in a uniform, they hold boots and goddamn with a motherfucking brick of Wild Average Rose walking around the motherfucking goddamn block, you know what I'm saying? Shell shop. That's what we call them, man, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I be watching a little shit on Vietnam about Vietnam, how the blacks was kind of fucked up over there, you know, pretty much, you know. But anyway, man, you know, I mean, that's all I got to say as far as, you know, a person, you know what I'm saying, that's grown. We grown men now, you know. We in our 60s, 70s, and 80s, you know, pretty much. And those who trying to, you know, trend the pimping shit, right? You know, in which they ain't good at it. You know, I mean, that's. I mean, if you know better, you do better. How would you like for somebody to try to come at your daughter because they learning some shit like Goldie, Tommy? You gotta own your motherfucking woman. You gotta own them, like own them. You know. I mean, man, this man getting way ahead of himself. I mean, I can't get it. You know what I'm saying? The fathers, man, why would he just display himself like that? In a minute, he gonna have himself in jail. He gonna have himself locked up by the shit that he say out of his motherfucking mouth. He don't know he's setting the platform for the shit. You see what I'm saying? Because all this footage that he got out here saying you gotta own a woman and a woman gotta call me daddy. Let one of them motherfuckers goddamn it fathers, man, you know, just lie on him. Lie on him like goddamn it, they even got whooped. Got his ass whooped and this, that, and other. They gonna lock his motherfucking ass up, man, and he too soft for jail, man. See, he don't realize he's setting the platform and setting the stage, man, to get his ass goddamn swept up off these motherfucking streets, man. Saying shit out your motherfucking mouth, you know. Yeah. Of the West Mississippi, East Mississippi. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, yes. Hey, superb. Check it out, man. Yeah. Shit that you say out your mouth. See, they pull all this footage. That's how these niggas go to jail, you know, later on because they saying shit on this internet. Me, myself, I don't say shit that maybe incriminate me, even though the statute of limitation probably ran out, but it's because that I may still use some of the same tactics, you know what I'm saying, not against a female or whatever, but in any game that I kind of perfect, you know, or any game that I perform. So down the line, you know, I mean, man, you know, it just so happened I get caught, you know, in the net, and therefore, you know, it's kind of like, you know, relate to the performance that I have, you know, stated on this internet. They're going to pull all this footage and they're going to present this to the jury and they're going to give me an option to cop out or take it to trial, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got to be flashing like Flash Gordon and shit, show a motherfucker like I got this and I got that. Like I said in my last video, you know, sometimes you tell a person something that you want them to know, you know what I'm saying, that fuck with the people that you don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So when you they fuck with the people that you don't fuck with, you know, they never know. They praise them more. They'll go back and talk your business with them, you know, pretty much. So you tell them, goddamn, something that you really want them, you know what I'm saying, to know that you want out there, you know, and it may not be really, you know what I'm saying, far as, you know, exposing the truth, because, you know, you ain't really got no motherfucking 100%, you know, friend. You know, it's some friends out there, but it's very motherfucking rare. You know what I'm saying? So it's very rare that you got a friend that you can kind of like tell some solid shit to, man, you know, that don't tell the enemy or you just discussing it. You know, even though if he may get mad at you down the line, you know what I'm saying, you may discuss it. So, you know, I mean, that's just like, goddamn it, father, if I tell a motherfucker I'm a policeman, you know, that's what I want a motherfucker to go back to the neighborhood and tell these talking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, I work in Washington now. You know, it ain't see me. I'm police. You know what I'm saying? If I was, you know, whatever job, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, profession that you in, regardless, you know what I'm saying? Because they be guessing what you do. You know, what he do? You know what I'm saying? Do you see a drug dealer, or is he a pimp, or is he in the game? You know what I'm saying? So I tell motherfuckers what I want to tell them, you know, pretty much. You know, I tell them, yeah, I fuck with this and I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I got LLCs, I do this and I do that. You know what I'm saying? Which that's true. But um, I ain't finna let them be trying to make myself look good by trying to, you know, wear the furs and jewels and all that. I got that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have to be wearing that shit and, you know what I'm saying, riding the whips and short motherfucking going to ghetto neighborhoods and shit like that where motherfuckers ain't got nothing and being putting it in their face. If I'm gonna go to the neighborhood, you know, I'm going to kick it. And goddamn, if I ain't worried about shit, if a motherfucker ask me for something, I'm gonna hit them for that if I leave, you know? They don't be shit. You see what I'm saying? While these niggas be walking around and man, these grown ass motherfucking niggas, man, I don't get it. These grown men, the grown men's, like I say, we used to kind of look at too, man. It wasn't Don Juan, it wasn't none of them. Even though a lot of niggas look up to him, and I ain't knocking that shit, but man, it's like this here. He not the only pimp that was around here. And then when you know better, you do better. Iceberg Slim was one of the famous pimps in Chicago, man. And he got demonstrated like, you know, most pimps got a low IQ. You know what I'm saying? And then when these niggas talking about no contact sport, at one point, you used to have to go upside a chick head, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, you know. At one point, cause what if she come in and say, nigga, I ain't finna go out there and hold no more. Nigga, you be getting my money, you fuck with these bitches, you know what I'm saying? And bitch like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna lay my motherfucking ass right here on the couch and I ain't gonna do shit. And if you want motherfucker to go sell some pussy, you take your ass, go out there, sell your ass and sell some dick. What you gonna do then? Say, well, you can get up and leave, you know. The bitch say, I ain't gonna get up and do shit. What's next? What's next? You know what I'm saying? You grab that motherfucking hoe by a motherfucking wig, you know what I'm saying? When that come off, you grab that bitch by a motherfucking neck, goddamn it, like a snake, and you drag that hoe out. That was back then. See what I'm saying? See, things change now. Now they got the goddamn aware as if, man, you'll go to jail for some shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But back then, it was very goddamn it, man, you get a disorderly conduct. You wouldn't even get no battery, man. And then sometime a bitch will try you, man. So when a bitch try you, goddamn it, you have no choice but to step up, you know what I'm saying? But later on in the game, you don't want them type in your stable. But now as you grown and shit, man, you wash your hands with that shit. You know that's something that you experience. When you know better, you do better. You are not focused on goddamn exploiting your sisters and shit like that, and you know trying to get money out of them and like that there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You know, with me at least anyway. So when Ken them talking about, oh, this a non-contact sport and all this bullshit, man, listen, man. They must have listened to what the Magic One nigga was telling them, you know, how he used to beat them motherfucker with jumping cables, uh, you know, and then, you know, have them to feel like he was gonna kill him, you know. So, I mean, it's a different breed. Niggas just moving at a different speed. You know what I'm saying? All I'm just saying, I just kind of comment on a lot of these cats, man, that's giving out this bad information and, you know, trying to feed our kids and then pimp them at the same time to take these courses and take these classes and whatever else. Whoever came in the room, I can't, you know, see the name. I can see the numbers, man. What's up, though? You know, yeah, man, y'all know how they do me, man. You know, they kind of like do it how they want to do it, man. You know, you see, you got them at files, man. They'll pause it and then they'll let it loose, however, you know. So what's up to anybody that I didn't see that came in the room, you know? But anyway, like I was saying, man, you know, they waited for Don Juan to have a party time of players ball. You could throw your own players ball. You know what I'm saying? Depends who want to participate. You know, all you got to do is plug it right. And everybody going to come out, you know, dressed like this and dressed like that. You know, not saying that they some type of, you know what I'm saying, pimp or whatever, but they figured, man, you know, they just come out and just have a ball. Just have a, you know, a party, just dressing up. It's like a masquerade ball. It's like a 70s party. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that, you know, but that's how they going to dress up like they pimps and shit, you know, and then be on the motherfucking camera talking this shit. Like, yeah, man, I get up out of bitch, man. Yeah, bitch, man. You know, man, you don't know how stupid you sound, man. You know, I mean, you're supposed to be a grown man, and as we is now 60s and 70s and shit, goddamn it, man, you know, we overgrown. We are overgrown men to make them be able to reach out to the youngsters, you know, and teach them and let them know, hey, man, listen here, if you try that shit, you try that shit. You ain't got to be full-fledged. All you got to do is try that shit and get caught. Your ass will get 20 and 25 years and can't understand the whole goddamn, you know what I'm saying, outlook of files. Why you got 30 years? You be like, I ain't really do nothing. That's, see, a kid's mind don't really kind of like develop, you know what I'm saying, until, you know, it's supposed to develop. Sometimes they can catch on early, but you'll be like, I ain't done nothing. But don't know you didn't read the laws before you perform the act. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, I believe that's what these niggas should be, you know what I'm saying. Don Juan and all these other niggas should be telling these niggas, hey, youngster, man, that pimp gang, that's what you do, man. They'll give you this much time. He should go around the country, man, preach this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that you want 13 motherfucking goddamn or whatever a year and all that shit, man, I mean, even though I don't know nothing about all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But they got a lot of players, pimps, whatever you want to call them, that nigga shit, you know, that was performing back then. So that's what you should be preaching, you know. You shouldn't be laying there files, you know, be trying to preach time a man game is to be sold, not to be told. Man, I could teach you how to like check a bra, like Pimpin' Ken say, you know, on one of his videos, right? He was like, man, you know, I mean, let me get off him, man, because man, you know, hey, man, he's so disturbing, and man, it's prothetic. You know, I call it prothetic because some niggas be good at being pathetic, you know what I'm saying? You be pathetic, you become prothetic, you know, you become a pro at it, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, man, as we grown men, as we supposed to relay that, man, and try to reach out to the generation under this generation that we can't reach, you know? And therefore, you don't want your kids to be, okay, talking about, man, I'm listening to King Von, and he talking about, man, I spin on this nigga, and I caught him, and I shot him 5 in the head, and he got up, you know what I'm saying, I hit him 5 more times, even though, man, that's music, whatever. You don't want your kids growing up listening to that shit, and you got these young girls playing this shit in the car, and these kids learn these lyrics and shit, you know what I'm saying, word for word and shit, and then end up getting them some dreads and shit, and then getting their ears pierced, and, you know, they just let them have their way at 10, 12 years old, because nigga, if you in my motherfucking household and you teenage, you ain't gonna be listening to all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, they gonna do what they do when they ain't in the house, but same token, motherfucker, when you in this motherfucking house, it's like goddamn Sergeant Arms, nigga, at attention, motherfucker. Straight like that, you know. So all I'm saying is like, man, you gotta lay there, man, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, and at least, man, reach out to your nephews, nieces, or somebody, man, you know, because man, it's easy to go to jail, man, and they think that the family can, their parents can get them out of jail, you know. I mean, and it's not like that. A lot of these old guys, they old, talking about OGs. A lot of these dudes got underlying conditions, and the underlying condition that they have is just, you know what I'm saying, the lack of ability to think, you know what I'm saying, and files to try to educate, you know what I'm saying, files our youth, you know, but they talking about they OGs, you know, so they have an underlying condition as far as, you know, their mind is deteriorating to the point to where as if they don't see the bigger picture, you know, all they do is looking out for themselves, like, look at me, look at the new car I got, look this, you know, anybody can get in debt, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. You can drive what the fuck you want to drive, you want to get in debt. If you ain't paid cash for it, apparently you couldn't afford it, you know. I normally let them call in, but I don't even know my number. I don't even know the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. I be forgetting. I know it's whatever it is, going Frank's G Spurb, you got it, you know, so extraordinary gentleman, you know what I'm saying, you know, what's going down. Man, you know, it's like, man, you know, just so many people, you know, that Cheryl's, what's up, Cheryl out there, you know, Cheryl and Bill out there, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, wild, wild, wild west, you know what I'm saying, Cheryl and Bill, what's up, you know, yeah, Sharice, you know, Cheryl in that Brooklyn. See, I got very few women friends, you know, and those women friends, you know, not the ones that trying to fuck you and shit, you know. Then I got the women friends that trying to fuck you and get with you and shit. But I let them know, goddamn it, Files, man, motherfucker want to step out with me, goddamn it, Files, you got to be laced. You got to be laced. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Files. These bitches around here, some of them don't even know how to dress. They don't even know how to dress. And they be trying to talk about these other women, you know what I'm saying? These bitches don't even know what a pants suit, skirt suit, dress and all this shit. These bitches, goddamn, I'm telling you, don't know how to dress, goddamn it, Files at all, you know? But yet, goddamn it, think they want to fuck with me. Man, no, can't fuck with me by a long shot. I'd rather have a motherfucker 75 years old woman, you know what I'm saying, that's fly, that look good, you know what I'm saying, but got a whole lot of money and fuck with and represent me, than while them and one of these motherfucking young bitches that's in their 50s and 60s that don't know how to dress, you know what I'm saying, think they got something, you know. Yeah, because these bitches dumb as hell. Some of these bitches, talking about dumb, all they think about is cars and going out to the same clubs and shit around here. That's all they do. They get together and they talk about other bitches and they go over to the same club. That's all they do, you know what I'm saying? And be drunk as hell. They fucking alcoholics, you know what I'm saying? These bitches are alcoholics, I'm telling you, you know. That's all they do, you know? And do it like 3-4 times a motherfucking week, you know? Ain't got no motherfucking man. You know, yeah, you got a nigga that fuck with you. He be glad when you go out with your motherfucking friends because that boy, goddamn it, he can go fuck with his side piece, whatever the case may be. Yeah, you know, whoever came in, you know what I'm saying? What's up? I see you. What's up? Pookie, what's up? What's up? It's Pookie, what's up? So they got Arrested Development, huh? See this thing here, right? It used to go up, right? You know what I'm saying? You know when you're on live, the shit go up and it go up and it go up, right? You see the names, you know, because I put it on 6 seconds. But I think it's somebody in this motherfucking room that got that wrench and shit, you know, and I said I was going to try to fix it. Now I couldn't, goddamn it, files, you know, tune in to fix it, right? So I just seen Pookie, you know what I'm saying? It's Pookie, and Pookie probably been in here, goddamn, files about 5 or 10 motherfucking minutes, you know? I had to kind of stroll up to see that there. But I normally like for people to call in, if you can call in, however. But all I'm saying is y'all probably recap from the top, man. Talking about this nigga Goldie, talking about he like to own his women. Imagine somebody talking about owning your daughter. Imagine somebody talking about owning your daughter. You know what I'm saying? The way he talking. Like, you know, bitch, you gotta call me daddy and I gotta own you, you know? Y'all mob my motherfucking word. This motherfucker gonna be in jail. Goddamn it, Files, man, you know, keep pulling the bullshit that he pulling because every woman don't accept bullshit. They'll fuck with you just to get in. And once they get in, as time go on, you know, gonna be some chaos, you did? And therefore, listen to the shit that you saying. They gonna run to the police and they gonna lay their Files, man. And believe me, when they say that shit, your ass gonna go to prison, man, with that dumb shit. Coming, you want them to call you daddy, and you want them to, well, you gotta own your woman. What they do with that? You know what I mean? I understand you get married, you know, but you still don't own them, you know what I'm saying? But where they do that shit at? And then all these niggas with this pimp shit, you know what I'm saying? They look at all these dudes that try to be major, think they major figures and major pimps and shit, you know what I'm saying? Pimpin' Ken or, you know what I'm saying, Magic Wand or all these dudes, you know, I mean, just be your motherfucking self. It's a time and a place and a point to where it's if you push that shit aside, you know, that's your history, and then you come with some brand new shit to try to lay their Files, man, and feed our kids, you know, with. Instead of being on the internet begging for cash app and talking about, man, I got game pieces and I got this, you know, all that bullshit, man, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is like this here. Motherfucker don't like what I say, and those goddamn Files, man, who probably unsubscribe, you know, one thing for sure, it's not about the subscribers, you know what I'm talking about? It's about the views, right? So for those who goddamn get mad, you know, about I was talking about goddamn the pimp shit, you know what I'm saying, to unsubscribe, you know, just like you unsubscribe, you take this finger and you subscribe, you can take that same finger and stick it in your ass, goddamn, and stick it in your motherfucking nose, you know what I'm saying, and get them in your mouth after that, because I don't need no motherfucking subscriber. Listen here, when I came on this motherfucker, goddamn it, tonight, you know what I'm saying, I copyright music. In other words, I'm playing Scarface, so it ain't like I be monetized and shit like that, because goddamn it, Files, man, they don't monetize you Files for playing copyright music. I don't say where's if I don't own the rights to this shit. I don't say none of that but shit, you know? Straight up. Let me see. Yeah, let me see if I can go get this number. You know, give me a minute. You have to write the shit down. 708-243-2095. Somebody want to call in and goddamn it chop it up and holler, you know what I'm saying? Quadre in that Bay Area, what's going on, man? Quadre, what's up? You did? 708-243-2095. Yeah, if you want to call in on that phone, you know. Yeah, what's up, goddamn? Yeah, Pookie. So, like I said, with me, the reason why I kind of like, you know, got this YouTube page is because, just say you make a comment on my page and I don't like it, I can take it down. See what I'm saying? Same thing, I used to make comments on motherfucking page. I say, damn, this nigga the police, right? And goddamn it, I see it's gone 5 minutes later. And then I say something else, you know what I'm saying? But a short goddamn sentence, then it's gone, right? So I don't waste my time making a long sentence because goddamn it, motherfucker gonna wipe it out. So I say, let me make my own page, so therefore you can't take it down. That's how they go, you know. So all them niggas, like I said, it's just kind of like, man, tripped out as far as how these niggas, you know what I'm saying, as far as display themselves, you know. And try to act like, man, they like, man, the giants and shit. One thing about New York people, you know what I'm saying, like they, you know, even though they got a different concept, the 5%ers and shit, you know, have a different concept, and they black conscious, you know, movement or whatever. They try to educate their kids on positivity, even though a lot of these guys around here talking about they OGs and they used to be gang chiefs and they used to be this and they used to be that. A lot of it was dope fiends, you know what I'm saying, down the line, even though they got straight. But then, you know, the fact is, okay, you know, the shit that you learn and goddamn it, get out there in the streets and try to lay that, man, and y'all get together and go to some of these prisons and teach some of these kids that y'all can reach that's going out, that's coming home, so they can have a contact, a father figure or a big brother figure or something, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, these kids lost and they don't really realize what's going on until they hit that motherfucking jail. When they hit that jail, they motherfucking, man, they be fucked up. So when the judge be using certain words in the public defender that they got, because they ain't got no lawyer, they can't talk, right? And therefore, the public defender files don't, you know what I'm saying, be talking for them and then sell their ass out, you know, where they have them to cop out to do this time, you know what I'm saying? In which goddamn it files, man, you know, they have a chance to get in probation, but the public defender don't talk up for that. So the judge, when they be using these, you know, these large words and shit, you know, which kind of like very simplistic if you put them in the form of files that below, you know, form of, you know what I'm saying, elementary as character, you know, whereas, you know what I'm saying, the word goddamn it can mean this to what a kid would understand, but they say it in terms of be like this, you know what I'm saying, and it's mean the same thing, but he don't understand that they mean the same thing, but then they talking over his head, you did, but really they setting them up to where they saying shit to where trying to, you know, talk to them and tell them, well, you know, why don't you get him to cop out for this, that, and other, but they using other terms, they was using other words, and you know, and he really don't understand. He has in public defender what that mean, you know, pretty much. So, man, it's like this here, man. You know, what if that was your son or daughter? You wouldn't want them to be in prison, you know what I'm saying, for something goddamn files that they just made a mistake and hung with the wrong person, because, you know, one person can do some shit and goddamn it, they all go to jail for it, you know. Then they goddamn files put them in a compromised position for him to snitch. You know what I'm saying? And now him snitching, you know what I'm saying, if he still gets some time, you know what I'm saying, they be at him still, you know. I mean, I know how this shit go. You know, a lot of these niggas, goddamn it, they working with the police. I don't give a fuck these niggas talking about they OGs, they this, they that in Chicago. Don't be fooled by these motherfucking niggas. Ask me about any person, you know, around here. If I don't know him, I don't know him. If I don't know him, I don't know. But on this motherfucking south side, whatever, and you know, some of these parts on the east side, I do know, especially around now. So these motherfuckers be goddamn files, man, you know, trying to fool the public, files niggas that ain't from this town on YouTube and get on and do these interviews. Man, this shit is sucker shit, man. These niggas ain't no real live pimps and shit like that, man. These niggas is mostly tricks. All that shit talking about, man. Purse first, ass last, man. Hey, man, let your big head, goddamn it, Files, man, you know, beat out your little head, all this stupid shit. These niggas is super freaks, you know what I'm saying? Super motherfucking freaks slash motherfucking rapists, you know what I'm saying? Slash, goddamn it, whatever, you know? Fuck niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, if a nigga want to call in, man, 708 243-2095. Other than that, I'm gonna get ready to bounce, because other than that, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to slide through this joint, you know, that you know, I promised, you know what I'm saying, my homeboy I was coming, you know, but man, I appreciate everybody, man. Like I say, man, those who come on the channel, man, if it's something you want me to touch on, man, reach out to me, then I'll be able to expose, you know, what's what. But in the meantime, I'm gonna bend back on this motherfucker Dre and goddamn it, this nigga Goldie, because I feel that, man, our children should be listening to these shit, these motherfuckers trying to develop a cult and suck these you know, youth in, you know, and with certain shit, and then trying to use God and play God, you know, games, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, Files, man, the fabrication that they're trying to develop, you know, I mean, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, that's all it is some, a creation of fabrication, you know what I'm saying, they creating goddamn shit that is really goddamn Files, you know, sound logic, you know what I'm saying, in other words, when I mean, the sound logic, it sound, it sound, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it makes sense, you know what I'm saying, but it don't make no motherfucking sense, you know what I'm saying, so that's what I'm talking about. So, in the meantime, in between time, you dig, hey man, you know, I'm gonna come back like goddamn it, Charleston Blue, you dig what I'm saying? That's just a movie, Charleston Blue, right? Come back, Charleston Blue. I'm gonna come back, goddamn it, Files, man, you know, real motherfucker soon, because, man, you know, I meant to come right back, because, like I say, I know I probably ruffle some motherfucking feathers, you dig what I'm saying, at that point to where I said when I'm talking about players, because they figure like, oh man, we players, we supposed to be together and this, that, another. So, you know, I mean, I don't know where they do that at, because I don't give out no motherfucking pass, you know, for sure. So, meantime, you know, in between time, I'm finna kind of like sign off, you did. Yeah, my girl Bibia braid my hair, you know what I'm saying, big ups. Big ups, you know what I'm saying, Bibia, you know. Hey, man, so yeah, kind of they stopped my flow so I can't see, man. So in the meantime, hey, man, I'm out of here, you did, for sure. Peace out, man. May everybody have a happy new year, happy everything, man, and just move forward. You know what I'm saying, Files? You know, whatever plan that you have, man, but everybody ain't your friend, man. Watch what you say, man. You know, pretty much, man. Yeah. Peace out.